Hello everyone, and welcome to Saturday Survival. This is a custom mod pack I put together myself just for episodes on Saturdays and possibly on Wednesdays depending if I'm doing anything else then. But we're just going to generate a world. The test world I had there was for testing to make sure it worked and everything. So far it seems like everything's okay, except for hitting R to look at recipes and NEI causes my client to crash for some reason. I don't know for sure why that happens, but hopefully that will be the only thing wrong. One thing I added is a mod called Vintage Craft, and it makes it so it's a bit more difficult to progress, especially at the beginning, because you can't get planks unless you use a specific item. I think it's a saw. And to make a crafting bench, you have to use 4 pieces of wood. It's a little bit complex. I was trying it earlier, it didn't seem to be working in another world I was attempting to make an episode on, but I just generated a new world. Hopefully things will go a bit better. I also read a bit online and it said you needed to collect sticks from leaves and planks from trees. Let's see here. See, that's not crafting anything and it's not showing up either. So, I'm a bit confused. So that's a stick. There's that. Also, when I was testing it, I found that there was a lot of mobs at night, so we're definitely going to have to go underground, or build some kind of shelter by nighttime. I added several terrain customization mods that adjust how the terrain is generated, as well as some mods that add more mobs. However, I didn't add too many technical mods just because I wanted to keep it kind of similar to the original Minecraft. So there's a mod called More Wands, which adds just some magical stuff. Not anything nearly as cool as Thaumcraft or something like that, but it'll be cool at least, I guess. And then there's also a mod I added that adds, let's see here, I think it's progressive automation. It adds different, basically factories you can make and stuff like that. Vintage Craft is the one I'm having trouble with because I cannot figure out how to make a workbench, and I think it's because of this mod. So that's gonna be fun. I'm completely new to most of these mods because a lot of them are for 1.8 or 1.7.10, and I've made a mod pack in 1.6.4 before just for personal use, but I've never made them in anything above that. And then Test Pack Please Ignore is more technical and magical based than terrain based, as well as like hardcore based. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Apparently we're supposed to also collect some ores from here. What's this? Dirt? Yep. You might have noticed when I break logs and dirt, there's a skeleton. That it kind of like spins when it breaks and falls, and that must be one of the mods adding that. It looks kind of cool, I think. Although I don't know how much of a use that really is, besides looking cool. Hopefully we can find some ores soon. As you can see, the terrain is really extreme, which is obviously due to the mods, but it's both nice and annoying just because it makes it more difficult to walk around. Regolith. When I was reading, it said to collect regolith, or whatever this is called, so we will get it. I'm also getting hungry very quickly. I'll probably pause in a minute just to figure out how to make a crafting table. Just so you know though, I might end up having to cheat one in because I have no idea how to work this vintage craft mod. I want to leave it in, I don't want to take it out, but it looks like it might be bugged a bit. And I can't use NEI to show me how to make it because, like I said earlier, when I look at a crafting recipe, it causes my Minecraft to crash for some reason. I'll Google it some more just to make sure I'm not missing something, but we'll have to see. This is the trophy slots mod that adds these different slots that are blocked off, so I can't use them until I get, I think, an achievement unlocks it. You might have to get multiple achievements for each one. There we go. There's some of that. I will probably cut away now and Google what I need to do to get a crafting bench, but I will be right back. Hello everyone, welcome back. I ended up having to remove the trophy slots mod because as there's troubleshooting, I removed vintage craft, that didn't fix it, I removed trophy slots, and now I can craft. So that's how you make the crafting table using vintage craft, which is one of the main mods coming into play here. All of this terrain is generated by vintage craft. So it's going to make it slightly interesting. It's kind of like Terra Firma Craft basically. So it's a bit more difficult and stuff like that. It's a bit disappointing our first world didn't work out, but then again we had nothing there really. So I'm just going to collect a bit more wood, but I'll end this episode soon as it's just the intro episode for Saturday Survival, and I've had to spend quite a bit of time now troubleshooting what was causing that and stuff like that. But I'm glad it's fixed because it was really starting to bug me. I didn't want to have to remake the whole mod pack. So that should be good. Now, for vintage craft, you're supposed to break the leaves with sticks in them to get sticks, and then there's a special kind of ore you're supposed to break to get rock chunks, which you can throw at monsters, but you can also use them to craft different stuff. So we'll have to look for that. The ore is has an interesting name. I forget what it's called. I know it also adds copper, which is the only ore I think there is, or the only ore it adds. Hopefully there's still the vanilla ores, but I think there may not be. I'm not sure though. Sorry if you hear noise in the background, my window is open. I should probably shut that. It's just a warm day today. I'm glad I got Vintage Craft to work because it has some cool stuff I wanted to try out since I've never done a mod kind of like Terra Firma Craft or something like that that adjusts crafting and smelting stuff. So, let's see here. There's more cows. I think I'm going to let them be for now. There is a lot of mobs, like I mentioned earlier. At least I think I mentioned that, but we're definitely going to have to hide the first night because when I was testing it, there was so many mobs, it was like they were almost perfectly spaced out too, the way they were spawning. So I don't know what mod causes that, but it was crazy. Skeletons all over. This must be acacia. Wow, this is pretty. I'm gonna turn up my render distance. There we go. Here's some trees with sticks. And it must be a certain % chance to get the sticks. I like how they fly out like that. That's by the items physics mod. Man, someone's being loud in the background. Let's see here. I don't see any of that ore yet. We might have to save that for the next episode. 1 second, I'm going to shut my window. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to shut my window. Kids were screaming and playing stuff in the background. I don't know. Now there's something making noise. This is the ore you're supposed to break, and you have a chance to get stone chunks out of it. I think it's around a 33% chance. There we go, we got one. I bet you we could place this one we have back down and get more. Man, it's noisy outside right now. Okay, so we have two. I'm just going to throw one and waste it. But that's how you can throw it at mobs and stuff like that. So we'll look into that more in the next episode. I'll read up on it online too, so I know what I'm doing more. But for today, we're just going to get some basic stuff here. Alright guys, I've dug myself a bit of a hole here to hide from the mobs because there are some spawning under the trees and stuff. An insane amount. I actually got chased over here. I didn't cover it up because I don't have any torches to lighten this area up, and I think I lost them for the time being. I am going to end this episode here just because it's an intro episode and I had a bunch of trouble and stuff like that. It's taken me a while just to get this far. I hope you guys enjoyed. I promise you we will get a lot more done in the next episode. Hopefully a fire pit going and some cool stuff like that. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.